It told me I was 2 to 3 weeks right when I thought I turned 4 weeks. So I figured I must be progressing further then. I must be like 4+1, 4+2 or something along the lines. So when I took it at 5 days, I was expecting that. The question is, do the Clear Blue pregnancy test with week indicators work? Do they? Hey guys, Sarah here. Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be interesting. I feel like I always start the videos off saying that, but today's video is going to be an interesting one. Today I am going to, can you guess? Oh gosh, you're gonna be like, not here again. Today I'm gonna be testing. So you guys know that I use the Clear Blue Digital to test to confirm my pregnancy. Well, it did definitely confirm it, and when it did, it said that I was about 2 to 3 weeks, and at that time I thought I was only 2. Anyways, that part got me hooked. Like when I first bought the test, I thought I was just signing up for a test that confirmed when I was pregnant. Even though I knew it said week indicator, I didn't think it would mean much to me. But upon getting it and seeing the week indicator, I was just like, oh wow, okay, let's get another one down the road to check to see if I am progressing. This is the test that I bought. It's called the Clear Blue Pregnancy Test Week Indicator. Only test that tells how many weeks you are. So it generally tells you 1 to 2 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks pregnant, and then 3+ weeks. This one comes with 2. The first one that I bought only had 1 in it. So because it says that now, I went ahead the day before my doctor's appointment. I was supposed to be turning 5 weeks. It told me I was 2 to 3 weeks right when I thought I turned 4 weeks. So I figured I must be progressing further then. I must be like 4+1, 4+2 or something along the lines. So when I took it at 5 days, I was expecting that I would have still been, or when I took the test at 5 weeks, I was expecting that I would have already progressed at that point just the same. I would have been at 5+1 or 5+2. And so I went ahead and took it, and it still read 2 to 3 weeks. Now I have no evidence to show you guys because these tests only hold for 24 hours. Like they don't show anything. The results on the front of the test only shows for 24 hours, so I can't even show it to you. So anyways, moving on. So I took it when I was five weeks exactly on the dot, but I assumed I must have been a little bit further because when I was 4 weeks, the test assumed I was a little further along, and it still read 2 to 3 weeks, and it led to my disappointment. I was so disappointed, and I'm just like, oh, like it kind of makes you nervous and scared in a sense because you're using these indicators to rely on how your pregnancy is progressing. You want to see that 2 to 3 weeks because it's a sign that something is going right. When you don't see it, then it puts a fear in you, or you know, it just scares you to think that something is not right. So anyways, today I'm 5 weeks plus 6 days, and I really was just gonna hold off entirely to test on the 6 week mark, but I thought that defeated the point of this video. The point of this video is to determine if this test is actually, I don't know, I don't say accurate because I don't know how accurate it's gonna be, and I don't know if I can put all my weight onto this, and I'll tell you why after. But I want to see if I am progressing, and I'm 5 weeks plus 6 days today. I feel like if I am progressing, I should at least be at what is it? I don't know. I feel like I should be at the 3+ week mark. I read in some places that people were saying like they weren't getting their 3+ until they were 6 weeks, but that's not what the website says. The website actually tells you something different. So I'm gonna use these tests. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna test to see how accurate these are and see if we can really put our trust in them entirely, because honestly I'm a day away from 6 weeks. I am 5 weeks today, counting the way doctors do it, but I'm at least I'm pretty much 4 weeks on my own, like outside of the 2 extra weeks that doctors knock onto it, because I'm 6 weeks tomorrow. So I want to do this test to officially see if it's going to pick up at 5 weeks and 6 days and say I'm 3 weeks plus. That will give me hope that my pregnancy is progressing. Let's do that real quick and I'll continue talking to you guys about it. So forgive the quality if it's a little bit different. I had to switch back to my old camera. But I was saying that I tested this morning on a clear blue. You can see that. Look how bright the line is. The line is like super, super dark. It is, yeah. So it's confirming that my lines are progressing. Okay, so it's confirmed that I am pregnant. Now we're just waiting for the weeks, the truth of the matter. Now, a big part of the reason why I wanted to do this is because these tests cost quite a bit of money, especially here in Canada. For the 2, they cost about $18 and plus shipping, and that's like an extra 2. Well, I do have Prime, but plus tax is like $22, $23. They differentiate like 50 cents to $1 on the daily. And they're so addicting because when you buy one and it tells you how far along you are, you want to buy the next one to determine if you're progressing. And from what I see, it's not always completely accurate. Like, I don't know. I feel like my regular tests, these regular tests for me, they have been showing progression lines. They are definitely progressing. They've come such a far way. But yet the test itself that determines how many weeks I am isn't following up. Some of you guys have said like I wouldn't waste my time with those tests, but the whole purpose of me doing this video is to show other women, just to show other women the like how the answers can differ. Because like I said, when I was way over 5 weeks, it should have indicated that I was at least 3+ weeks, but it didn't. So now that I'm a day away from 6 weeks, I am just wanting to see if it's going to say that I'm 3+ weeks, or if it's still going to show that same response from last time, because that would be a huge discrepancy considering like we're 2 weeks past the time. Okay. Okay guys, I did it. Oh, I did it. Oh, I did it. Do you see that? It's saying 3+ weeks. How exciting. Oh, that's exciting news. I never saw that before. Oh my gosh. 3+ weeks, baby in here. I can't deny that it makes me feel happy to see that on there, but I feel like if it didn't say it on there, I would feel kind of wounded. And I don't know, it worked out for me today, but just like I said last time, when it should have shown that, it did not. And it just makes you question how things are. And the moral of the story is, the people say do things with a grain of salt. I'd say that's the way to use these tests too, is that you can't put all your weight in them because they can be inconsistent. I guess it all depends on our HCG levels, and the HCG levels from woman to woman is so different that for some they're like, oh, I got mine just on time and just where I should, and it's like if another woman didn't get it the exact same time, it's like something is wrong. And that's the thing, like with tests like these that claim accuracy, the weak indicator is, I don't know, I'm not buying fully into it, because last week I felt kind of defeated and I was just like questioning, and I did have a bit of a doubt. And that's why I ended up getting another. I was all out of pregnancy test and I ended up getting another, because this is during the time when I would be able to go and get an early test because of my tubal reversal and stuff. Doctors are usually they want me to come in early. But I can't even get that test. So I guess the comfort for me is just like being able to test and get a couple like progression lines to let me see that things are going really well. So that's good news for that test. But the progression line in these ones is like amazing. So dark. And thank you guys for the insight on removing the pink strip on the inside. That will let me kind of keep the test. I did that last time still, and the test is there, but it's not as vibrant. I did one a couple of days ago, and it did obviously not allow the test to turn yellow, but the test is like faded, not as vibrant blue as it is here. But yeah, that is the result. I'm so excited that I actually got that. I was going to put it off to do it tomorrow because I just didn't even have faith that it was going to follow through. Also, I've heard women say that they are like 12 weeks and they still didn't progress from the 2 to 3 mark, which is crazy. But then when they do the HCG, I can't speak. When they do the HCG test to test their blood levels, their levels are like so far out of the ballpark. So far out of the ballpark that Clear Blue indicates that like this test would be reading 3+ weeks. So it's just, I don't know. I guess I'm happy to see that, but I guess I wanted to kind of put that out there for you ladies to bear in mind that these tests are just tests. I like the part where for sure it's like you're pregnant, but the week indicator, I feel like it's nice to see, especially if it's correct, but if it's not, I feel like it's like it just stirs a lot of hurt and doubt and stress onto women, because not only are we feeling inclined to want to buy the next one to see how far along we are. This is my 3rd box and it didn't progress because the first one I took it so quickly, and I took it so quickly for myself the one day, and the next day I came up, I wanted to make the video for you guys just to make the video. And by the time I came up to make the video, it already faded. I didn't realize that it did only hold it for 24 hours, so I had to use a second one. And then just buying one to see if I progressed, and it didn't progress. It didn't progress for days on end after, when I passed the marks. And then it was just frustrating, and here I am again. So yeah, it's addicting, it costs money, and it's not 100% accurate, so we just have to be mindful of that. Outside of that, I do enjoy the Clear Blue test. I know we've had our ups and downs throughout these videos, but they've been okay, and when it's positive, it's really, really blazing positive, and that's the one thing that I like. Yeah, I will touch base with you guys in another video, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Leave a comment, let me know if you have experienced any of the same things that I've experienced with using these digital tests. Thank you so much for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed today's video. Don't forget to give it a big like and a thumbs up, and until next time, much love.